Morning everyone, French Open 2019, ladies final day. Also a bit of a semi-final day for the men's. Let's have a look at yesterday's results. Nadal, as expected, came through against Federer. I thought there was a chance Federer would take a set. Looked like he may be competitive in the first set. He went an early break down, but did break back. The very next game he was broken again, and that was enough for Nadal to take the set. Second set, he did go a break up with Federer, 2-0 lead. Again, his lead lasted one game. Nadal breaking in the third game. Another break was enough to give him the second set. And the third set was one-sided double break for Nadal. Djokovic and team is listed on the Saturday because it will be finished today. Great start for Dominic Thiem, double break in the first set. So our lay went really well there. Laid him after he took that set. Djokovic came back in the third just before they were interrupted. Dominic Thiem took a break, so he's going really well. I think the break probably favours Djokovic. I'm sure Thiem would have wanted to continue the way that the match was going. Just not possible. Very difficult to pick a winner from there. Be good to see Dominic Thiem beat Djokovic. Always good to see anybody beat Djokovic, but especially when he's fit and playing well and not staggering around or he's eating a bad pizza or something. It'd be nice to see Thiem manage to do that. It's not going to be easy for him. See how he goes today. We'll look at the ladies. They were quite interesting. Barty could have been forgiven for expecting Anisimova to suffer a bit of a letdown after beating the world number one Halep in the last round. When she went 5-0 up in the first set, that probably confirmed it if she was thinking that way. And I suspect she thought, this is all over, I'm in the final. She relaxed a little bit. Anisimova had nothing to lose. She wasn't expected to win that set. Fought back to take it in a tie-break. Barty's head must have been all over the place at that point. She went 3-0 down in the second set, and it looked like it was all over for her. Rattled off 6 games in a row to take the set. She was also a breakdown in the third, but managed to come back. Showed a lot of character to come through. Great tournament for both players in that one. Barty through to the final. Conte, Vondrousova, I expected to be close. I was giving the slightest of edges to Conte, providing she served as well as she had done against Stevens. She didn't. It was difficult serving conditions generally yesterday. A lot of wind swirling the clay dust around. She got an early break in that one. Conte was broken back, got another break and served for the set at 5-4. She was broken at 2-30. So often, especially in the ladies' game, if a player is serving for a set at 5-4 and gets broken, they so often lose the set 5-7. And that was the case in that set. Vondrousova set up. Second set was close as well. Early-ish break for Conte. She again got to 5-4 and she was serving for the set and was again broken to 30. So her serve wasn't as good as it had been in the previous round. This time she did manage to take it to a tie-break, but the tie-break was pretty one-sided. Vondrousova taking that 7 points to 2. So let's have a look at the final. Okay, they've played twice before. Barty, Vondrousova. Barty's won both. One was on a hard court last year, straight sets. The other was on grass in 2017, also straight sets. Overall results, strong for both players in the last year and also this season, slightly favour Barty. Both have won 83% of their clay matches in the last year, but Vondrousova's slightly better on clay in 2019, but it's 88% to 83% of matches won. Vondrousova hasn't dropped a set. Her serve has been a slight issue. She's still, I think for the tournament, she's held 75% of the service game, so it's not a disaster, obviously. She's hit too many double faults for my liking. even in games, she played Potapova and lost 2 games, yet still hit 5 double faults. I don't understand why you're pushing so hard on second serve when you're not under pressure. Maybe it's the fact that she wasn't under pressure and she could go for it. She knew she could come back. I don't know. I don't think you should be hitting 5 double faults in a game where you lose two games. Anyway, where are we up to? Talked about Barty was well up in the last round. And really, I've covered everything that I've put in today's trading email. I've just covered when we went through the semi-finals there. It's quite difficult to separate them. This really should go to 3 sets. You've got Barty as market favourite in her first Grand Slam final. Obviously, both of them are in the first Grand Slam finals. I think that piles a lot of pressure on her. She's top 10. She's having a superb season. I think the weight of expectation is going to weigh on her a little bit. I think if she does get into a lead, she's going to really start to get tight. Both players will probably get tight. But I think Vondrousova has nothing to lose as underdog. I think it's going to be a tight match anyway. I think we're going to see a few more breaks than perhaps you would expect from players who have held serve, even though they've had to work. Certainly Vondrousova's had to work harder for her service holds, but they've both held a high percentage of service games this week. Barty just showed a little bit of mental fragility in that last one, and my gut feeling is that Vondrousova takes it. So I'm going to try a lay on Barty if she gets the first break, and I think laying the set 1 winner is a good way to go. Should be a great final. Certainly not the one that anybody expected at the start of it. Going to have a first-time Grand Slam winner. Whoever takes it, I think it's going to be the Checo. See how that goes. Hopefully we're going out to see family this morning. Hopefully I'll be back in time for the final. If not, I will see you tomorrow.